guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to solve day 25 problem of this month on LeetCode. Before starting, if you guys haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe it. Now without any delay, let's get started with today's problem. So today we are going to solve problem number 442, find all the duplicates in an array. And in this problem we have given an integer array nums of length n, where all the integers of nums are in the range of 1 to n. And each integer appears once or twice, and we have to return an array of all the integers that appears twice. You must write an algorithm that runs in O of n time and uses only constant extra space. Okay, so now let's understand this problem with an example. So let me copy this code. Okay, so this is our problem statement, and here in this problem we have given an array of nums. Okay, so let's consider this array. Let's take the example of this array only. So this is 4, 3, 2, 7, 8, 2, 3 and 1. And what are the indexes? So let me mark the indexes. So this is 0th index, this is first index, this is second index, this is third index, and this is 4th index, this is 5th index, and this is 6th index, this is 7th index. Okay, so here see, in this array array of nums, all the elements are in the range of 1 to n. Okay, so you can see what is the length of this nums array. So length is 8. So all the elements in this nums array are in the range from 1 to 8. Okay, so see this array and all the elements. So these all elements are in the range of 1 to 8. Okay, so one thing is clear, that I can use these values as my indexes. Okay, but one point here, see this 8 is not there is no index named 8 here. Okay, so what I am going to do here, I am going to just simply use values like this. What is the actual value, and I am going to subtract -1 from that value. Okay, so how I am going to find the duplicates in an array? So let's see. So this is the array given to us, and we have to return the list. Okay, so first of all I am going to iterate over each element in my array. Okay, one by one. So here, what is the value at this index 0? So value is nothing but 4. So I am going to create one variable num. Okay, and in this num I am going to store this value. So what is the value of this num? Is 4 right now, right? Nums of I, that is nothing but 4. Okay, and then after that I am going to check if the value at 4 minus 1, that is nothing but 3rd index, is less than 0. Okay, so let's do one thing. Here I have found one number. Okay, and number I am going to find this number as nums of I. Okay, num is equal to nums of I, and this nums of I is nothing but 4 right now. Okay, at this 0 index. Okay, then after that I have to subtract one index, because this 8 is not in my there is no index named 8 here. So what I am going to do, I am going to subtract the inner values, okay, this number value, by 1. Okay, so what I am going to check inside, I am going to use one if condition, and inside this if condition I am going to check if nums of this num -1 is less than 0. If this value is less than 0, then in that case I have to add this negative. If this value is negative, then in that case I have to add this value in my list. Okay, I have to add this value in my list. I am going to add this value. Okay, but if this condition is not true, so as of now all values are positive only. Okay, so if this is not true, then I have to mark this as visited. Okay, so that means that simply means that I have already found this number one time. So what I'm going to do, I am going to just simply multiply this number. So can I write it like this? Nums of num minus 1, num minus 1, okay, nums of num minus 1 is equal to multiplication of this one, nums into nums minus 1 into minus 1. So I am going to just modify this number as minus 1. Okay, so this is the simple logic that I am going to implement in our code today. Okay, so here first of all my num is 4. Okay, my num is 4. Okay, then after that I am checking if nums of nums minus 1, that is 3, nums of 3 is less than 0. This is nums of 3. Okay, this is less than 0. No, this is not less than 0. This is value 7. So I am going to make this number as negative. So nums of num is nothing but my 4 minus 1 3. So nums of 3 into minus 1. So this number I am going to make it as negative. So now my number becomes minus 7. Okay, here I am also going to explain one more thing. Okay, so just see it carefully. So now this number becomes minus 7. This is done. Okay, then my number becomes this. Okay, after that 3. So num is equal to num of I is 1. So this 3. Okay, so now I have to check 3 minus 1 is 2. So 2 is, what is the value at 2? So 2 is less than 0? No. So I have to make this as negative again. So this becomes minus 2. After that I reach at this index, nums of 2. Okay, so you see here their value is minus 2, but I don't have any minus 2 index right now. So I have to use here absolute function. Okay, number, I have to find this number as absolute of nums of I. Okay, so now I'm going to get the positive number. So I get one positive number. So my number here is 2. Okay, right now number is 2, and then 2 minus 1 index is 2 minus 1. What is the value of 2 minus 1? 1. So at one index this value is negative. No, this value is not negative. So I have to mark it as visited. So for visited I'm just going to make it negative. Okay, that simply means that I have already find one occurrence of this element. Okay, this is done. Now my next time I have reached at this particular index 3. So my value is 7 because I am taking the absolute. Okay, so 7 minus 1 is 6. So 6 value is positive. So I have to make it negative. After that I reach at this position 4, and 8 minus 1 is 7. Okay, and 7 value is positive. So I have to make it negative, minus 1. Now I reach at this particular position. Now see it carefully. Okay, so at 5 I reached at 5 position. So what is the value of 5? This is 2. Then 2 minus 1 is 1. So I have to check for in one index. So in one index I find one negative value, minus 3, right? So at this position I have find one negative value right now, right? So what I am going to do here, this is 2, right? This is 2 position. Okay, so my num is right now 2. My num is right now 2. Okay, and 2 minus 1 I did. So I reach at this position 1, and here I see there is negative value. So now in the list I am going to add this 2 value. Okay, so I am going to add this 2 value. That simply means that this is a first duplicate value. Okay, that appears 2 times. Okay, after that I reach at this position 6. Okay, at this position 3 is there, minus 3 is there, but I have to make it the absolute value. So it becomes 3. So now 3 minus 1 is 2. So I reach at this position 2, and I see there is a negative value. So yeah, if there is a negative value, so that's what, now I have to bring this 3 here. Okay, now I reach at this 7 position, and this 7 position, the 1. So I reach at this 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. So I reach at this position. So 4 is a negative. So now I have to make it negative. 4 is positive. So I have to make it negative. So only 2 and 3 are the indexes where I found that this value is this condition is negative. Okay, so 2 and 3 I have to return. Okay, so I am going to write the same code now. So in this code we are just using one constant extra space only, and the time complexity is our algorithm is running in O of n only. Okay, we are iterating over each element one by one. Okay, so now let's write the code. Code is going to be very simple. Int n is equal to nums dot length and create a list of integer list. This is my result list, so where I have to store the answer. New array list, and then run one loop for int I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus, and then inside that int num is equal to math dot absolute of nums of I value. Once I find the absolute value, then I have to decrement the index by 1. Okay, so I have already explained why I am decrementing the index by 1. If nums of num minus 1 is less than 0, okay, if nums of 1 is less than 0, then in that case I have to add this in my list, this particular number, this dot add num. Okay, and in the else part I have to just multiply this number with minus 1, and in the end I have to just return my list. Okay, so the code is very simple for this problem. So now let's run the code. So all the test cases has been accepted. Now let me submit the code for this problem. So our solution is accepted. So I hope that you guys are able to understand today's problem, and if you guys still have any doubt, then please feel free to ask in comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.